abandoned houses on every corner, cars with suburban tags in and out of this area known as the Bluff for heroin. Question is, why is it still a major drug market after 30 years, and what's being done about it?
To pan out to see what I face, to see what I'm doing when I get off of work and I get out of my car. I don't think that someone's going to try to sell me heroin from there, but what if a heroin addict pops out of there and they're trying to rob me? This is what I'm more fearful of, is the repercussions.
Outsiders visit the Bluff to buy heroin.
People are coming from all around Metro Atlanta, purchasing illegal drugs from that community. Heroin addicts are getting younger and younger. They look more like suburban America than ever before.
We watched an Atlanta police undercover team find a dealer to sell them heroin in less than 5 minutes.
I would venture to say that you don't have to know someone to buy heroin in that area.
All right. Go get it, bring it right back. All right.
Everyone knows it. It's the best kept non-secret in Atlanta. So how come nothing's being done about it? It's absolutely worth saving. Why wouldn't we invest as a community? You know what I mean? That's something.
Say, partner, I keep that dog food like on Rilo. I'm from a neighborhood called The Bluff, the west side of Atlanta.
What's up, people? Now, before we get started, I just want to say I am reacting and speaking on things that Rilo said himself. Things that Rilo posted himself. So everything we talking about, it's already out there. You can hear the raindrops in the background. It's been raining all week. I hope everyone is doing okay during a hurricane. Now, let's get into the video. Now, right here, he has a picture of the guys he seems to look up to. I seen a picture of Malcolm X and Elijah Muhammad, which makes sense because he is a Muslim. Now, what really sticks out to me is a picture of big-time drug dealer named Frank Lucas. I'm sure there's a picture of Big Meech in there somewhere, which was the biggest drug dealer to ever do it in Atlanta, because he will always compare himself to Big Meech and say free him, whether if it's in his lyrics or just an Instagram post.
I'm from the west side of Atlanta, a neighborhood called The Bluff. I probably sold more dope than anybody in The Bluff, to be honest with you, know what I'm saying? But I'm trying to better myself and I'm trying to do right.
He's basically saying he ran a bluff without saying he ran a bluff. Saying things like do your research and saying things like you're the best to ever do it. No one sold more dope than me. Telling us that he had things on lock. He appears to be humble in this clip. Now watch how things change as we get deeper into the video.
Yeah, I got the damn jury and I was able to talk the Future. And that made me different from everybody in the room, because ain't nobody in the room could pay $60,000 for that chain that I had bought. And nobody in the room was able to pay $30,000 for his wish piece. Nobody in the room was able to buy $500,000 for jewelry from Eliantte, the top jeweler in the country. Nobody was able to do that. So that made me different from the people that was around him. That made me be able to talk to him and be on this level. That made me be able to get visual with him. Be with no that ain't got shit, ain't trying to do shit, and ain't about shit.
Now, these rappers are so fascinated with drug dealers, they will take every chance just to be affiliated. A lot of rappers wait until they make it, and then they start gangbanging or selling drugs. Now, I'm not coming at Future, but everyone want to be the bad guy. When celebrities walk into the club and see guys throwing more money than them or going harder than them, for some reason they are impressed. Like when Tupac was in the club and saw Haitian Jack with all the bottles and a woman, he wanted to know who he was and become his friend.
And I kept getting into it with the police. They got real hot on me because of the music. You know, when Future said he keep that dog food like it right. It brought a lot of more attention, so I Bluff. I ended up sharing my house down in the Bluff, ended up sharing my house down on Simpson. And I just lived with the money that I had put up and whatnot.
So he said Future made it hot for him by saying he keep that dog food like Rilo. Okay, we'll give him that. So with things being hot, you expect him to move different, right? And stay off the radar, right? Well, let's see how things go. Now, he will post this video saying he made a bag full of money in just 20 minutes off the block. But didn't you just quit selling drugs, right? Oh, okay. You must have won that money from a dice game. Okay, we could go with that.
Between an artist that's coming and me, you or someone with you or something like something like that. They said that 2 of you guys that were wearing security shirts were walking around with rifles on them and walking around back here. I want to give you guys the perfect opportunity to leave because you've been asked to leave. I don't want to press it any further, okay? So we're giving you that opportunity now to just go ahead and bounce. All right, and then we're done with it. All right?
All right. Thank y'all for understanding.
That's all we're at.
Fucking secret is,
I ain't got no more security. These my fucking brothers. There wasn't armed security guard. It was armed found goons. In the words of Frankie fucking Baby, shit, pop shit. You play with this shit, your ass gonna die. You playing, you can't hide. Listen here, if we want your pussy ass, we'll come get your pussy ass.
Now, and I have to give it to him. That's smart having your shooters and security shirts. But why did you have to show your hand? He could have continued to roll like that, but he can't now because of this video. Now, in this video, he's moving like the money team. All white matching phantoms coming down Ocean Drive. He doesn't call himself the new Mayweather though. He calls himself the next Big Meech. Now why? Big Meech wasn't a rapper. Now a little after this, his van will be stopped and they will find 500 pounds of weed. He wasn't in the van, but his ID will be in one of the bags. Now after that happened, he thought it would be the best interest to talk about the loss he just took on IG right after it happened. And at this point, this man was just high off the attention. But things will only get even hotter.
I think if you arrest somebody, that shit like murder. You killing somebody. Look at here, old pussy ass, you know. His bum man probably make 45 to 48,000 a year. He gotta say yes or no sir to him. And shit, he might well come work for me. We got the dog food. Non-accepting application officer. We're non-accepting applications. But we tell them, our shit, pop shit. 12 can't stop shit. You ain't ain't one bit. I cannot hear. Every day of my life, I wake up 10, 20 $1 million nigga. What you wake up to? What you got, 10,000, 20,000 in your account? Even if you saved up that within a 5-year span? I got it. Okay. He gonna be out of the morning. I literally hate that police. I hate them with the past.
Remember what I told you at the beginning, how humble he was? Well, now you see a different person. Now he openly admits that he got the dog food in front of the law. For the people that don't know what dog food is, it's a street slang for heroin. Now, the Bluff is a heroin-infested area that he comes from, that he talks about at the beginning. Now, he's showboating at this point, like he's Nino Brown or somebody. Now, if he ever gets arrested, I'm pretty sure this will be used against him in court. At this point, he's just a hot tamale.
The other day at the motherfucking airport, harassing me. I don't feel like I'm a fucking citizen of the country. I don't feel like I was born in America. Okay. Is it a red flag or something on my name?
I don't know. That I can't answer because I really don't know.
She was the nicest person that ever did it. The rest of them treated nigga like drug dealer kingpin. Got the red dogs over there waiting on me. They waiting on me to come down there. They took me out of the plane. I can't get on the plane. And now, I'm off the plane. They kicked me off the plane. They still won't let them people fly. They waiting on me over here at TSA. They waiting on me to board. Yeah, another roadblock.
I'm sure that's a long flight. Not 39 hours. Not 39 hours. Bet.
All right, we almost through it. Here we go.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
They got a roadblock waiting on me. Oh, let's kill the dogs, man. I keep that dog food like a wild lion. Oh yeah? Y'all the best, man. I need y'all to figure out shit about shit. So
Stop shit. Man, I never been searched so much in my whole life of living. Not even in prison. Ain't doing no cavity check over here. They still searching my bag.
And at this point, he's getting searched everywhere he goes. Getting his car searched. Getting searched at airports. All types of stuff. Getting through the airport is already a hassle as it is. He would get kicked off of flights and miss flights. Now look at his face. He's acting like he's so tired, but he's really enjoying the attention. He asked the lady, is there a red flag on his name, and acts like he doesn't understand why all of this is happening. It's like he wakes up and asks himself, what could I do to piss the feds off today? You know what? I'm going to use the same billboard that Big Meech used to piss off the feds. I want the whole Atlanta to see it.
Rollo's team tells me he's being targeted and is sitting in jail wrongfully accused. But a federal criminal complaint lays out how investigators allegedly connected Rollo to the operation. Before we dig any deeper into this, let's tell you who 23-year-old Terrell Davis, aka Rollo, is, if you're not familiar with Atlanta's hip-hop scene. The artist has a huge social media presence and following, with more than 200,000 monthly listeners on Spotify and song collaborations with T.I., 2 Chainz, Future, Gucci Mane, and so many others. And now, criminal complaint alleges the rapper, who's called this apartment complex in Atlanta home, a complex just raided yesterday, is the leader of a gang referred to as Famerica, a name Rollo regularly uses to refer to his music team. But according to the complaint, the investigation dates back to December, when investigators stopped 3 vans leaving Fulton County Airport. Inside one, they allegedly found 520 pounds of marijuana worth about $1 million on the street. Rollo wasn't inside the van, but 3 people arrested were allegedly connected to him, according to investigators. And evidence investigators are now using: an old Instagram post from the next day that refers to $1 million lost. Fast forward to this past weekend, a complaint says a K-9 unit met Rollo's plane after it landed at PDK and found just under $1 million worth of marijuana. Rollo and 8 others were arrested. Tonight, his team still strongly believes he's being targeted because of his faith as a Muslim. They also discredited the Instagram post as evidence, calling it just entertainment. They also point out Rollo owns the complex that was raided and lets people stay rent-free as a way to give back to the community.
Walk through the jail like I want. I run this, rented it, it's mine. Free my bro. Fam, cool. Rent the jail, rent the whole jail. I always wanted to know.
We always figured it'd be a way out of that control.
Daddy, what? We control the control booth. We control the streets, the control booth, all that shit. Fam, go!
Free Rollo, man. He should be getting out sometime next year. Hopefully he do things the right way when he gets out. It could have been 10 times worse. He could have been getting pinched and labeled as a kingpin for running a heroin operation, but he gets a second chance. So coming out, he only has one thing to prove, and that's if he can actually make good music. Thanks for watching. I'm out.